I told you I love you, that doesn't mean that I...
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Sun and Pop's Culture.
Welcome back.
I'm Sun.
And I'm Pops.
And, yeah, we know you've been waiting.
Hey.
We got our reasons.
Yeah, the unofficial hiatus.
Just,
So, you know.
It just happened.
The thing just happened. You know, busy.
Yeah.
You know, out here just.
The showbiz world, it's just
to
it's
life.
tough.
Jet setting, you know. We've seen some things since the last time we all got together. But,
a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
Past month.
So this What's Good? Was I serious? What's good, everybody?
Yeah.
What is good?
How have you been?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I mean, real talk, but
It has been a minute.
we've barely had a chance to talk. Like, if you really think about it, for the last month or so, we've both been super busy. We haven't had a chance to chop it up.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's good? What's up, bud?
Oh, man.
Where do we start?
I don't know.
Man, I guess we start where we always start.
This is impromptu.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Like,
This is like...
yeah, you got home, and I was actually home, and it was like, trying to record? Yeah. Let's get it. So, yeah. I guess we'll start where we always start.
This week's drink. All right. We're going back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
I have a can of Miller Lite.
Yeah, the ML.
Yeah.
Miller Lite.
My go-to
A
beer.
fine Pilsner. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a fine Pilsner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're big fans of Miller Lite around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, Dills Dave Moore. He'd be real happy right now. He loves his Miller Lights.
Yeah. I don't know why, but like it's what I go to.
Look, I feel like as there are Superman people and there are Batman people.
Yes.
And there are Marvel people and DC people. There are Miller Lite. There are
Miller
Miller and Budweiser people. Yeah.
Which one's which?
I feel like, hey, if you racist,
No.
nah,
But low key.
I'm just saying.
But low key.
But low key. I mean,
No, definitely a certain
demographic likes each. Yeah. I mean, Budweiser means like there's like a whole thing for your like this dude. I'll look it up while we're talking, but Budweiser actually means something. Like those letters actually like mean a saying.
No, I've heard. You've told me this.
Did
before.
I? No, I just learned this.
I've definitely heard you.
But this guy I work with
Budweiser.
says it all the time, and I'm just like, dude, okay, like I get it, like it's marketing, but it's yeah, I don't even know. I'll find it, but it says because you deserve whatever, because you deserve what every individual should enjoy regularly. That's what Budweiser stands for. Because you
because someone, okay, maybe not you. Someone did tell me it was an acronym.
Yeah, it's an acronym. It's a hell of an acronym,
That
right?
is.
Yeah, like
To make a award.
because you.
But the crazy thing is, before that was a thing, that was an award.
It was what?
That was an award before
No.
they made the acronym.
Yeah, it was.
But now it's a word to us.
Yeah, but
when that first came out, you're like, Budweiser. What the heck's that?
Budweiser. Yeah, and the U isn't YOU, it's U. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? But again, yeah, I definitely think it's a type of person. But your Uncle William used to be a Budweiser person. But thanks to your mother, is now a Miller Lite person.
I do remember when he was a Bud Light person.
And we'd be like, what?
I think it's also a difference between Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller High Life, Miller Lite.
Look.
There's different.
And you forgot MGD, Miller Genuine Draft. You don't know about MGD? Oh, Miller Genuine Draft? No, you can still get it in a bottle, but it's called Miller Genuine Draft or MGD for short.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, you have your High Life, which is the champagne of beers. Like that's
I love
like
that. I love
marketing.
That
like that's like the perfect marketing.
Champagne of beers. It just
Champagne
whenever
beers.
someone says it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, I drank High Life for a long time. And then one day I was like, this is just so heavy. Like I just can't drink it anymore. It's just too heavy on my stomach. Like I think we drank that 40 on your 21st.
Yeah, that was that month when I turned 21. I just kept getting it.
You kept getting High Life?
We got the 40s. And then that Halloween, I remember getting a case of it.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was
Jeez, bud. Damn.
I didn't drink all of it.
Yeah, I know, but damn.
But yeah, and so My one friend just kept saying champagne and beers.
Champagne and
He just
beers,
kept-
yeah.
He just kept saying it.
Look, I used to work with this dude. He was from Boston, and his family like were firemen, and their fire truck had the champagne and beers like logo on their truck. Like he was like, "Yeah, we drink High Life."
Yeah.
Like I told my address. That's when I still drank. I was like 25. I still drank High Life.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You drink High Life?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he just told me the whole story. I was like, "Yeah, champagne and beers." Champagne and beers.
It is heavy though.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'm full. Like it's like a meal. Like you're like,
I
fuck,
feel like that with just
Yeah.
beer and regular.
Now I knew a girl right back in the day, and I remember she would always show up with a big ass cup from Sarris's, where they there's milkshake come in a big cup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's in that cup? And she would say Budweiser. She wouldn't say Bud. She wouldn't say Bud Light. She'd be like Budweiser. And I'd be like, and I would just be like, you drink Budweiser? It just always blew. Like I was just like, you drink Budweiser? Like, and you say Budweiser. She didn't say like Bud Ice, Budweiser. And I'd be like, okay.
Why in that cup?
And she big ass cup. She would just she was underage for one, so I think she would just fill the cup and rock that cup all night. And I'd be like, that's a big ass cup of Budweiser. Like
That is, but like that's not.
yeah,
That's probably like 3 beers.
yeah, true. But when you're 19, it's like
I guess.
that's a big cup of beer. Like, I told you about the party we had when we were like 18.
No,
I was like 16, and Pooh had a party, and Corey filled a 2-liter bottle with beer. It was walking around with a 2-liter bottle, like drinking it like he was cool. And I was remember being like, that makes no sense right there, but okay. He had a 2-liter bottle filled with beer, and he was just like carrying, and he was just like take it to the head and like smile. And I was just like, what am I looking at right now?
At 16, like
Yeah.
whoa.
Whoa, he's cool. Yeah. So, anyways, this week's drink. I'm drinking, what am I drinking? Oh, Pedialyte, because, I've been real crampy today. Just so you know. I drank earlier. I had, some of the, what was I had? Salted Caramel Crown Royal.
Nice.
With your mother, yeah. We're making our seasonal apple pie moonshine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, does it?
I came home. I was like, I was like, man, I'm gonna have some of this.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
No, your mom's mixing the liquor in now.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be warm, but it'll be ready. Yeah.
I remember last year you gave me some.
Oh, we did. You gave you a
gave
jar?
me like a jar. You might have gave me 2.
Really? Wow.
I know you at least gave me 1, and that was like I gave that to people like special guests. Like, you want some of this?
They like it?
They did. They really liked it.
Yeah.
But it was like handouts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted.
Yeah, that's 151 proof. Like, it's in, it's a labor of love. It's funny because your mom, like, we started making it, and I was like, babe, I remember I was like, you've made this without me. And she's like, I've made this with so many different people. Because of my schedule. Like, I was like, but we've been doing it, bud, since, like, before I was fragging. So you're talking a decade of us making this stuff every year. And it's not even, it's funny because I'm like, if this was a movie, it'd be like a big event. Like,
but we're making our annual
shot. Right. But for us, it's like,
you see the neighborhood like, you making that moonshine?
You making moonshine? maybe I'll get a jar. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't.
Like what do I have to do to get my hands on some of that?
Yeah. So true. But in reality, your mom was like, hey, babe, I got this to make moonshine. I was like, oh, word? I was like, all right. I was like,
she told me earlier, she's like, Friday night?
Yeah.
That moonshine.
Yeah. Because I talked to your grandma yesterday because I was on the fence about if I was going to pick up a shift or whatever, get some of that OT. And I was talking to your grandma. And she was just talking, man, and it made me like, damn it, I'm not working. I'm going to spend some time with my wife, like, you got to, it's your birthday weekend. Oh, shout out. You're right here in front of me. For those of you who don't know, by the time you hear this, my man Pots and Pans will be 23 years old. Man grown right here. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday.
And happy belated to Pops.
Oh, and
last week was his birthday as well.
Yeah. 47 with a bullet.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then next week's your mother's.
Yeah,
For those of you who don't know, we have
October's a busy month.
In this house, we have 3 birthdays in 1 month.
Yeah. Out of 4.
And they're like a week apart. Yeah.
Out of 4 people.
And what's funny is I swear your sister doesn't like the fact that she's not in October. But it's like you get February all to yourself.
Yeah. I also agree. She would tell. I think it was with her college friend. She's like, yeah, all their birthdays are in October. Like the way she, like her tone when she said it,
like,
she's like, I'm the only one in February.
Yeah, like you're the only one in February. Like
she was like,
you pretty much get whatever you want. So
she was upset.
Yeah, we spent a whole month trying to like figure out the logistics of it, and now baby Nico, she has a baby same birthday as you.
Yeah.
So it's like, man,
It's wild.
it's crazy. But so yeah, we digress for a minute. We go on to birthdays. I've already been drinking, so
Yeah.
you're
You're talking about the annual.
Oh, the
Oh yeah,
shot.
you
the
wanted to
shot.
take some time.
Oh yeah, to
with
spend some time
Mom.
with your mom. Hang out. Spend some time with you because your
Yeah.
birthday and everything. Just because, hey, people, just so you know, not all money is good money. Sometimes you gotta just fall back and enjoy your family, enjoy the things that count.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
You got your whole life to work.
you do. I think I just told you that. It's your whole
No,
life.
I tell people that all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you gotta grind when you gotta grind, but yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta it was funny because me and your mom we picked up pizza today and we were leaving the pizza spot, and we drove by this house and there was like a crotch rocket in the driveway, and I was like, oh, that's a nice bike, and he like triggered this whole thing. So the whole way home I'm like, babe, it's just funny. I was like, as I get older, I'm understanding midlife crisis is a little more. I was like, whatever you want to call them. I said, like, guys go buy Harleys and they do all these things. I don't know what the female version of a midlife crisis is. I don't know what yours do. But guys will go get Harleys. Guys will go get monster trucks. We'll do dumb shit. I said, but it's like, I understand it more now. I said, once, like, more of your life has passed and you have to look forward to. I said, and I think you start thinking more about just, like, doing the things that you've always wanted to do. Like, I don't think it's a crisis. It's just that whole, like, they tell you, you only live once, but then they tell you save up for a rainy day. Like, whoa, which one is it, motherfucker? like, you can't tell me to play it safe, but then tell me to enjoy all these moments. Like, you literally, I can't. You can't live like that. So I think what happens is you spend this first part of your life trying to play it safe, and then you get to a point midlife where you're just like, I think I want to do more things that I just want to do because, So. Not that I'm buying a crotch rocket, bud, because I know I'll wreck. Like that's why I never bought a motorbike, because I know I'll wreck. Like it's not even like I know I'll wreck. So I wreck, all kind of shit. So, but yeah,
My midlife crisis was cutting my hair
yeah. At 23,
at 23.
I mean, it looks good on you though. It does, bud. It's like a good look.
I appreciate it.
It's clean, but it's still like a good look. I'm telling you.
I appreciate. No, I kept seeing pictures of it with long. I was like, man, I'm just done.
You're done. Over. I mean, it's still long, but it's cleaned up. It's shaped up. Yeah. You get your black studs in.
It's not nearly as long. Like that. I could like pull it back.
You should have. You should have done more with it when it was that long.
I could. Yeah. I
You should have let your mom cornrow it. I kept telling you. Just one day, just to see. You might have been a game changer. Never know. Out here on these streets.
My next midlife crisis.
Oh, your next one?
quarter life.
Quarter life. For real. So, yeah, where do we start, man? There's so much, but it's been a month.
Yeah.
A month, man. I mean, fuck.
Let's start with The Rock.
Fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Black Adam came out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Mediocre reviews, as expected.
Real talk, though, bud. I checked them early. Like Thursday night reviews.
Yeah.
Mixed, but favorable. Now, 24 hours later... mixed, but leaning more towards not good. So do you think that there's a thing against The Rock, or do you think the movie's just bad?
I think what I've seen, people are saying The Rock is the only thing
that makes it good,
plus the action. But he's like carrying it. And if that's the case,
that's scary.
Man, that's a bad movie.
Well, it's a bad. Well, I saw the newest clip where the guy that plays Falcon, the brother that plays Falcon, says,
Hawkman?
Yeah, Hawkman. Sorry,
is his name Hawkman?
It's Hawkman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, he's a weapon of mass destruction. and I was like
that?
Yeah, that's how he says it. And I was like, huh. I said Hawkman is an archaeologist in real life. Like his alter ego, he's an archaeologist, and he's also the reincarnation of the pharaoh that killed Black Adam.
Oh.
I just have a hard time feeling like that's how he carries himself in real
Yeah.
life. I'm just like, huh. I appreciate the diversity casting,
but you don't have to make him a stereotype.
Yeah. He's like a mass. He's a weapon of mass destruction. I was like, what? What did he just say? But yeah. So we'll see, man. I mean, I told you, Josh asked me to go. I told him I had to confer with you first because
I plan on seeing it.
If I go, bud, this will be the first time Rock's ever got my money, ever.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you're gonna see after your show on Instagram. Hey, Son of Pop's culture.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh!
it's him making a vlog. Like, I'm so glad my #1 fan.
Oh, could you imagine? I'll be like, I did it. I'll be like,
yeah, that's all he says. I did it.
I did it. He'll have the t-shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like I'm coming for you. Oh, I would lose my shit. Oh, The Rock. Yeah, he it's funny, man, because I don't like the man. But
it sounds so mean.
I know, but I don't want him to fail. You know,
you don't like the man as an actor.
Yeah, as an actor, I don't want him to fail. But I kind of do because he wants to change certain things that I don't think should be changed.
Yeah,
like the whole you seeing how they're saying now, like the super. You sent me that.
I sent that.
Yeah, the Superman thing.
Yeah, so there's not just gonna be one fight or something.
Can I go off for just a second?
Go ahead. You can back away from the mic a little bit.
Back away.
Yeah,
I'm real close.
Yeah.
Okay. People, like I said earlier, there are Superman people and there are Batman people. That's just how I break it down. I'm a Batman person, but we're gonna talk about Superman for a minute. The Rock has this idea that like he's gonna make the Black Adam like the face of like DC and basically like the new Superman. Like he's gonna be what you think of when you think of superhero films and superheroes, and he doesn't get that. Just shows that he doesn't get like what it is. Like Superman,
the culture.
Yeah, the culture. Superman. I don't care for Superman. I think he's a flawed character because he's so OP and this and that. But Superman always wins because he's an ideal. And that's why the Black Adam can't ever beat Superman.
Icon.
Yeah, he's an icon, but he's also what he stands for is an ideal of what, you know.
Ultimate good.
Yeah, ultimate good. Thank you, buddy. And the Black Adam as an anti-hero that kills and, you know.
And that's a
dark.
recent thing, the anti-hero.
Yeah, that's not what people want for heroes. That's why they're called anti-heroes. Like, you can't.
But anti-heroes are cool.
They're cool, but they can't beat
That's
this.
why the people love Deadpool. And Wolverine.
Yeah. And but it's like.
But yeah, you can't.
That can't be your standard.
Yeah.
Like, you can't choose the hero that will do bad to make it right over the hero that'll just do right no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird thing. That's the whole point of these fantasies that we pay $8.50 to see, you know, is that they shape your idea of like, no matter what, you got to try to do the right thing. Not like, well, if push comes to shove, I'll break this guy's neck. Like, it's just like, you know, and that's why Black Adam can't beat Superman. He can't.
No, Rock's probably in Rock's contract. He has like, I give these many punches, he gets me these many punches. And then I get heat vision.
Yeah,
He starts making up superpowers.
He's just tossing lightning around. I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's not him though doing that. That's definitely that studio.
Or probably because they figured out that the people that they have against him to fight him would actually beat him if he had the power set that he has, which is just like speed, strength, flight. Like Dr. Fate will beat him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he'll beat him. Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, they're gonna pull this with Superman. Which is it? I mean, Black Adam uses magic.
Yeah. And
that's one thing. I remember as a kid, I was a very big Shazam fan.
Yes, you were.
He was my favorite superhero.
Yes, he was.
He was a kid. He was a kid as strong as Superman.
Yes.
And I liked it because, you know, you were saying Superman, flawed character. I was like, Superman's OP. But I was like, Shazam could get him, though, because magic.
Because of magic. That's right.
Magic. But Black Adam.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same.
So you're going to, The Rock's going to be like, I don't know.
I mean, you got magic. Well, you know, you saw that quote The Rock said about the first time he picked up a Black Adam comic.
Yeah.
Please tell me which one that was, Rob, because Black Adam has never had his own comic book. So, and DC owned him and didn't do anything with him till like the 90s, and he would show up in Captain Marvel periodically. So, I'm calling bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I'm calling bullshit. So, he was brown skinned. Like, shut up, Dwayne, shut up. None of that's true. I shall mean him calling Dwayne. What up, Dwayne? I'll call him Dwayne. What up, Dwayne?
Dwayne. But
anyways, so we'll see. I mean, I'll go eventually, and I guess we'll see.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm baffled because once upon a time I would have been so excited for this movie. I would have. I remember when they casted The Rock. I was so happy.
Well, did you see the picture of The Rock released from when he first got cast?
No.
It's a picture of him when he first got cast, and it's like the Game Plan Rock when he was skinny and he had hair, and it was like, yeah, that's why they cast him. Like, it wasn't the Rock we have now. It was the Rock when he was trying to like get smaller.
Yeah.
And it was just funny because
no, they definitely didn't cast him.
But
I mean, if he
released the picture,
I know, I believe it, but I remember it was like before Hercules came out, he was getting huge. It was like his resurgence.
You don't remember? No, he didn't start getting big again until Pain and Gain. I'm telling you.
Which was that year.
What's it that year?
Yes.
Well, they cast him.
Pain and Gain was like 2013.
When I'm telling you, but he just released a picture himself.
I know. That's why okay. We know he lies with his publicity.
Yes, he does that. He does.
Because I remember vividly where I was when I found out he was casted. And it was that same. We were at Uncle Chet's. We were at like a cookout.
Were we really?
Yeah, and I remember seeing that picture, and it was that year when he was getting buff again.
Oh,
it was after.
Did he have hair?
No, he was bald. This was like Hercules, Pain and Gain, that time period. His resurgence.
Did he have hair in Hercules?
No,
he didn't.
He was bald. Like
once he started
went
bald
buff,
again, he
once he started juicing again.
Yeah, because his hairline was like Count Chocula. Remember?
Yeah,
it was like, and he was just like, I gotta let this shit go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I could be wrong, but it was after Man of Steel, which was 2013.
So
and
here's my question for you.
2013.
So we're looking at a decade.
Jeez,
that was epic, right?
That was a couple seconds.
We're looking at a decade of development for this movie to come out.
Yeah.
Does he have a producer's credit or anything in this?
Probably.
Because I'm wondering, like, he basically signed onto this film when there was no DCEU.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like Man of Steel.
Yeah, it was. It was just Man of Steel.
Did he have something to do with the rights and the production?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing now because he's so big of a name.
Yeah. I mean, no. So initially, were you checking?
I don't know if you can tell initially.
No, it'll say like executive producers and stuff. It'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
but you don't know if that was from 2013 or when they actually started developing the movie. Because they did not start making that movie in 2013.
No, but I'm saying like he signed on. That was like the
first
first
but
thing.
We don't know if when he signed. Yeah, he's a producer. He's a full producer.
So
we don't know if when he was casted
and his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, when he was casted, we don't know if it was in his contract. Yeah, make me a producer. It wasn't. In the last 4 years, yeah, he was probably signed. He would probably negotiated to be a producer. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he became this icon in the last 10 years. So I guess what I'm saying is, 10 years ago, Rock wasn't what he was now, and now that what he is, I'm upset.
You're upset?
Yeah, I don't know why. We talked about this so much. I don't know why I'm not a fan. I enjoy what he's in. I can't deny that. I enjoy what he's in.
But he himself.
And I think it's the fan base. I think it's the fan base, how they treat him. Well, I'm like, are we seeing the same thing?
Well, I mean, once upon a time, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the biggest action hero on the face of the earth, and his movies were trash. Yeah,
but I enjoyed him.
Yeah, you enjoyed him. Yeah.
Which I guess when I watch a Rock movie, I enjoy the Rock.
Okay. No, this is what I want to say. Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1992, I think, 3, the last action hero. that was like a tongue in cheek, like he was self aware type thing movie, and he kind of embraced this idea that he really was the last action hero, and he was the biggest, and then it bombed, but it only bombed because it wasn't that good. But then it also came out like the same weekend as Jurassic Park, which was just dumb. Which is dinosaur CGI in 1993. Yeah, you're going to lose. Yeah, you're going to lose. But I feel like that's the problem with The Rock is all his movies have that vibe. Yeah, like they don't have like Terminator 2 vibe. They have like Last Action Hero vibe.
Yeah, he doesn't. Or like even Rock. Like you have your good ones. Yeah, you have your cheesy ones. Yeah, you have your flops.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Jumanji.
I enjoy Jumanji too.
Period.
But that's like a self-aware one.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a movie where I'm like, man, that was a good movie.
No, like I run out and tell people. Like, I mean,
not a single one.
Remember when we went to see Mad Max on a Humbug?
Yeah.
And then we were in a movie like, oh my god, this movie is so good. Like we were like, oh my god, this movie is so good. And then I went to work and like told people I was like, yo,
you have to see.
Yeah, you have to see it in theaters. Like Rock has nothing close to that. Nothing.
Well, not a lot of people don't have anything.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that movie was amazing.
Like top 10 action movies ever.
My favorite. I'm not gonna lie. My 10. Favorite moments viewing movies with you is when we're in the theater, and if I look over at you, and I look on your face, and I see what I'm feeling on your face, I'm like, this is amazing. Because that's usually when I go, bud, this movie is so fucking hard. And you're like,
that was one of those. You're like, ones. Yeah. I do remember. I was just like, because we did go on a humbug. On a humbug.
There was no one in the theater.
Like, no one in the theater. We saw that one trailer. I was like, I don't even know I've never seen the Mad Max thing.
I was like, I like Tom Hardy. I want to see that.
And then we were like, okay. And we went, and it was
mind blown.
Well, that's a masterclass movie. The way they framed each shot. Yeah, it flowed.
Break it down.
There's a whole analysis on YouTube, but the way he choreographed each scene and edited together, each shot flows to the next. Your eye trace, so your eye's not jumping at different points on the screen.
It's educating people.
So it would be frame one or shot one.
Okay.
Cut to the next shot. Yeah. Where that first shot ended, second shot begins. Same place. Oh, so it's just, and that's why the action's so easy to follow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
he's gonna show these youngins how to do it. Yeah,
he did. I mean, he was like 70
he was like 70-something when he made that movie. Yeah.
Last movie director is Happy Feet 2.
I know people don't understand that. They don't understand. This is the same motherfucker that made Happy Feet and Babe. Yeah. And he was like, you know what?
I'm gonna do it now.
I'm gonna do another Mad Max. It's been 30 years.
Yeah. And he did it, and he won 5-6 Oscars for that movie.
Old as hell. But you understand, like we were sitting in that theater, and by the time I got to the scene where they were like chasing him through the desert, I was like, my head was like ready to pop. Like I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
All one long action sequence.
Like the whole thing. They go one place and then they come back, and I was okay with that. Like I was like, the movie is. Yes. I think it's like real time.
The only pause of that movie is when she like screams in the desert.
I know. Yes, because there's nothing there. Yes, and it's like, well, we gotta go back. Okay, get back in the truck.
That movie is all action.
Oh, that movie.
They should be released that.
Yes, I'd go see that.
It's been 7 years.
Because I couldn't sell it because I went to work. I remember I went to work and was like, yo, go see Mad Max. And I think everybody was talking about probably like The Revenant. And then what was out then? Because there was something everybody else was talking about.
This was like July. It might have been. It was a month after Avengers.
Is that what it was? And I could not get anyone on board.
I was like, you have to see Mad Max. Yes. And no one was listening.
I'm just like, no, you understand.
Especially my age, because we're like, we never watched
they were
Mad
like,
Max.
I'm like, you ever seen Borderlands? I was like, you know who I got to go see it? Shane. Shane went to see it. So Shane comes to work like, Matt. I'm like, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a witness. Right here, witness me.
Witness me.
I was like, what in the hell is happening right now?
The guy with the guitar on fire.
Oh, yeah, he's playing his guitar. They got the giant speakers around him. I'm like, what?
People, another reason people like that movie, like the world building with the world
building. The bullet farmers. You just like took it like, okay, that guy, he's wearing bullets.
Yeah.
Like he was wearing bullets. Like remember, and the one guy, remember the guy had all the gout in his feet?
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this guy? Like,
you just accepted it though.
Zoe Kravitz's name in that movie was Toast. the Knowing. Her name was Toast.
I did
like
not know that.
like Toast. Her
Yeah.
name was Toast, the Knowing. And I'm like, is that because she's light skinned? Like she's brown like toast? Like he named her Toast. Toast the Knowing.
I don't know.
They had a tanker truck filled with milk
Oh.
from their breasts, bud.
Yeah.
that was breast milk. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you know how long it would take to fill one of those? First of all. Like,
How many people?
Yeah.
How is it? How isn't it not
yeah.
kernel?
Yeah, like it's gotta go bad. Like there's not like an indefinite shelf life.
They don't have electricity.
Yeah, like-
no refrigerator.
Oh my god! I was just like, whatever.
I didn't think of that.
I'm like, that dude just like has like 7 women in his like he keeps locked up like
Yeah.
making milk all day. Like, what are you talking
He
about?
goes crazy for it.
Yeah. Oh, her name was the Imperator Furiosa. That's
Guess
up
she's
there with
supposed-
Apollo. That's up there with Apollo
Apollo
Creed.
Creed.
Yeah, Imperator Furiosa. Like I dare you to name somebody that.
Yeah.
Like, what is your name? Furiosa. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like kids running around here named LeBron James. I'm just like, okay. I'm like,
LeBron
okay.
James. Yeah,
What's
you
your
like
name?
gotta live up to that.
Yeah, I mean, no, Daisha knows a kid named LeBron James. You're
Oh
so
yeah.
and I'm like,
I know that kid too.
I'm like, his name's LeBron James. Like, huh?
The crazy thing is,
Can he hoop?
I don't know. I when I met him, he was like 10.
Yeah.
But I remember, like his age, he would have been born like
Like the day after
LeBron's
LeBron went pro.
rookie year
Yeah, like
at the earliest.
Hey, your uncle named his dog Kutch. I was like, damn. But that's a
But-
dog.
but-
That's a dog.
but, like,
that's a dog.
Kutch,
yeah,
he was in the game
yeah
for
he was
a
in the
minute.
game. Yeah,
LeBron James,
yeah, yeah.
rookie year.
Yeah, rookie year.
You named
LeBron
a kid
James.
after that.
Yeah, LeBron James.
I'm sorry,
LeBron
if
James.
that guy's listening, but
Yeah. Hey, if he's listening, your name's LeBron James. What do you want me to say? Do something. Do something.
oh, no.
I'm saying, I'm not saying come at me. I'm saying that's a hell of a name to live up to. Good luck.
That is.
People would ask me, so why didn't you name your son after you? And I would just look at him like, well, for one, I feel like, he should make his own name. Like it's his name. He can do what he wants with it. And I don't know. That seems kind of like gassed up to name my son after me. That just seems like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Plus, I'm one of one. None before,
Ain't
none
nothing
to
like
come.
me except me.
That's right. That's right.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon. Me and Sergi were talking on the way to work. I think yesterday I called him, and Rocket came up. We were talking about Tony Stark, and I went on this rant about Tony Stark not even being that smart. I said he's just a smart guy on Earth. I'm like, Rocket Raccoon told him that shit. Like Rocket Raccoon's like, you can't even make me. I'm a talking raccoon. But anyways, oh man. So, well, we covered The Rock already.
Yeah. You mentioned Apollo Creed.
Yes, because the Creed 3 trailer dropped.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It does.
What kind of steroids do you think these guys get in Hollywood? I mean,
I don't know. Because they're lean.
they're lean
They're big.
and they have full muscle bellies.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, man, their muscles are like full.
Yeah.
But they're lean
They're
and they were skinny last Tuesday. Like, you know what kills me about Michael B. Jordan? Michael
a
B.
regular
Jordan will
guy.
he'll get yoked and then just be like, movie's over.
yeah,
and
regular guy.
be 150 pounds a week later.
But when
I'm like, dude.
But when he's on cycle,
Oh,
it's like,
specimen.
whoa.
Specimen. So funny.
I'm always like, I remember being like, I gotta get the Michael B. Jordan workout, not knowing.
Not knowing. Yeah,
This
it's
ain't
in a
that.
needle.
Yeah.
It's in a needle, bud.
Because, like, what
Yeah.
he was doing, I mean, and that's another thing. You don't know if that's the exact plan. But,
It'll be like, oh, he was doing 3 sets of bench, 3 sets of push-ups,
yeah.
3 sets of inclines, and some dips. Oh, okay. and he's built like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah.
4 times a week. Okay. Whatever you say. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good.
I mean, it looks good. It looks good. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Go get my
I
money.
will be too.
I'll probably cry because all my daddy issues. I'll be in there crying. But I think this one's more like Survivor's Guilt. Is that you that
That's
told me
what
that?
I said.
Yeah, Survivor's Guilt. It's gonna be a movie that makes people say they like Rocky 5. I swear to God, if one person told me that Rocky 5 is their favorite Rocky after this movie, I'm gonna knock them out right there. Knock them out. I'll be like, no, it's not. Like, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Like, no one's seen Rocky 5 except me.
That one's a bad one.
I loved it.
It
though.
looks cheap.
I loved it
too.
when it came out. It was so cheesy, bud, but it was like
No,
perfect for.
I meant cheap. Like, it looked like they didn't give him money. I'm like,
Oh, well, I mean, when you watch it, have you ever seen it?
I've seen parts of it.
I mean, there is no there's none of that in the movie. The final fight's a street fight. You know that, right?
Yeah. He's like, get up. get up, Rock.
Like this guy hard. He says, get up, you son of a bitch. Because Mickey loves you. and then it does play. Then it's...
Yeah.
And he
I'm
gets
telling
up.
you, that's going to be Rocky. Creed's going to fall down. Michael B. Jordan. And then
What are you fighting for?
Yeah, what you... It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. I don't know, but I'll be... What is that? March? It's crazy. They're advertising it already. That's fucking
March.
March.
Same month as... Or is Ant-Man February?
Mm.
Either way, I mean, we're going to see his
we're going to
face.
see him both.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Majors.
Jonathan Majors, people. He's here to stay. He's put together.
Yeah,
He's put together.
yeah.
He's a specimen.
But I didn't realize, like, I thought he'd be taller.
Yeah.
Because he was, like, eye to eye with Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
I know
Jordan's
he's
like,
not that
he's shorter
tall.
than me. Yeah, he's shorter than me.
So I was like, oh.
Hey, how about this dude at work last night?
He just looks like he'd be a big.
Yeah, like he'd be a big guy.
Yeah,
but he's
like
well,
totally.
obviously, what we said, Hollywood guys aren't that big.
Yeah.
Like you'd go there and dominate. They'd be
No,
like, Julius
no.
Thomas. walking in the room.
I didn't feel huge, but I did not feel small when I was walking around.
Walking around where, bud? Where were you?
L.A.
You were in L.A. for what?
business trip.
Business
That's
trip.
all I'll say.
Strictly business, nothing
That's all I'll
personal.
say.
Yeah, you made some moves. So
Yeah.
you were in L.A. and okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll leave it at that. It's a mystery, people. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Took your mom with you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun trip. It was a nice trip.
Yeah. Yeah. You were like, I called. Your mom FaceTimed me. I said, where's your hotel? And your mom was like, I don't know. By the airport. And you were like, your mom was like, what? Well, you were in the background. And she was like, what? What?
I told her not to walk around.
Yeah, she was like, Inglewood. I was like, you're in Inglewood? I was like, oh, okay.
I told her, because she was like, yeah, I'll just probably walk around. I was like, Mom, don't.
Yeah.
This was before she called you. I was like, don't.
Yeah.
We're at Inglewood. I was
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah.
know, but I just know
Yeah.
it's not good.
I was like, you know The Wood, babe? The movie The Wood? I was like, that's where you're at. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, it didn't help.
Yeah.
It didn't help. I'm just like, but your mother shouldn't be walking around LA,
Yeah,
period.
yeah,
like, she doesn't know
walking.
the city. It's just, you know.
But
no
we
matter
did
where
walk back from In-N-Out Burger.
And you said it was long. It was like a mile.
It was. That's the map from LA is weird. It's like, in my opinion,
Yeah.
say you zoom out on Google Maps where we're at right now.
Yeah.
A mile on there, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a mile. Like, I'll be like, that looks far. But in LA, I zoom out, I'll be like, oh, that's just around, that's like 2 blocks away. But it's like, oh no, it's a
Okay.
mile. Like, everything's just, it's
Oh.
just so big
Yeah.
down the map.
It looks,
There's just
closer
so
than it is.
much. Yeah, I'm like, so that kept getting on my nerves. Because I would zoom out, I'll be like, oh, it's not that far. I'll be like,
You're like, we've been walking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
I'll be like, man, that's a mile.
How was that
What?
In-N-Out Burger? Good.
It was good.
It's everything-
Fast.
Yeah.
Nice people, too. Nice
Yeah.
service.
Yeah, man. In-N-Out, boy.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel like I'm glad I came. It's like I don't care what happens
Yeah.
next. I got In-N-Out, got a double. I'm ready.
The one we went
Yeah.
to was right, like, I forget the spot, but you could see the airplanes landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, as close as I've ever been to an airplane.
Yeah. Well, you guys were in like LAX.
Yeah, we
so-
were. We were.
Yeah. Damn, that was what? That was 3 weeks ago now, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy.
Time flies.
It does. It really does. Heck, your sister was home last week.
Yeah, last weekend.
She's so crazy.
Got everyone sick.
Sure did. Sure did. Shout out the
Legitimately.
Buttercup. Yeah. Well, I think I got everybody sick at work. Nobody's saying anything to me about it, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, no, people like miss work this
Oh.
week. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I did that. But, hey, it happens.
Yeah.
We know. It wasn't COVID, so, you know, we're good. We're good. Man. So, what else, man? What else is pop? Oh, I was talking to your Uncle Doug yesterday. This is just a little food for thought for you.
Okay.
So, here's a quick question. You don't gotta get too personal. I know you make playlists, but
I heard this part of the conversation.
Does your generation make like mixtapes, like you know,
Like actual hard
let's
copies.
set the mood. Not even like a hard copy,
I
but
was
like
gonna
you
say
know you're
no.
about to hang out with a girl. Do you have a playlist?
I don't know what people do.
You do well, all right. Have you heard of this phenomenon? Because my generation, we did that. We made tapes and shit.
Yeah.
Like
I know. No, people definitely, because you see on like TikTok, it'll be like playlist for this.
Yeah,
playlist
yeah,
for
yeah.
This, playlist
Yeah.
for this. So yeah, people still do.
Okay.
Playlists are still a thing.
Okay, I mean,
But
I'm
I
just
don't
saying 'cause,
know.
Like, I was just playing Tina Marie for your mom upstairs, and before you got home, and I was telling her how I used to hate Tina Marie because your grandmother, my mother, used to play it non-stop when I was a kid.
Really?
And then, as of course, I got older and I re-listened.
Who makes that? Who made that song?
Tina Marie? Well, that's the artist. Her name's Tina Marie. And she worked with Rick James. Okay. So I was playing her one song, Dear Lover. And seriously, people, if you don't know about Tina Marie, get familiar. But
so I have to listen.
So yeah, Dear Lover. I mean, she's like, Dear Lover, I hope this letter finds you, dear lover, and that it comes in time. It's just it's just a really beautiful song. But I hated it when I was a kid because your grandma played it constantly. Mm-hmm. Like, she had 2 albums. Your grandma always played them. I got older. I was in like late teens, early teens actually, and like got a record player, found some old records, started playing it, and was like, oh, this stuff is dope, you know. And may have made it onto a few mixtapes, but that weren't like, you know, for everybody. But so my question to you is, if you had to make like a top 5 slow jam thing, what would it be? Anything. Like, I just played Rick James for you the other day,
which I've been listening to.
Right. I was like, that song or more Rick James?
Both, but specifically that
Spacey
song.
Love. That's a good song.
I was like,
right?
I have to stop playing this because I was gonna play it out.
Yeah, because it's dope, right?
It's
just
boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's like he has like one thing in mind.
I just like how he's going all in with the vocals. I like that.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
not trying to like, you know, he's committed. He's committed.
I've heard that sample somewhere.
Really?
Like, every time I'm listening to it, I'm like, I've heard this melody before. So I know
you may speak it into
sounds
existence
similar.
now.
I've heard the melody, like, just I don't know.
I mean, that's like funk.
Yeah.
I mean, you do know why he went to prison, right?
No.
Him and his like woman.
Oh wait, they kidnapped someone, right?
And like basically, like she was like their sex slave for like 4 days. Like, that really happened.
I did know that. Yeah.
I remember Arsenio Hall was like, "Well, who's the super freak now?" And I was like, "That's just so funny," because he really did like kidnap a woman and keep her high on coke, and he just had sex for like a week. Like, him and his woman and another woman. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
how long did he go to jail?
I mean, he was in jail for a couple years.
Oh wow!
But it was like, you look at it one way, it's like, well, did he keep her against her will, or did she like wake up like a week later, like, what the fuck have I been doing all week? I lost my job. Like, my roommates called the police. You know,
it was
like
the 80s.
It was the 80s. Like, I'm like, he literally like just got high and they just did bad stuff to each other for a week. Like, Rick James. Rick James, bitch.
Rick James.
Yeah, he really was. Like,
that's insane.
For real. Like, so yeah, Spacey Love. Whew, mercy.
Yeah. But tough slow jams, I can't think of songs on the top of my head.
Oh man,
I'm not good at that.
I'm good with like years. Like, I remember the one year. And what's funny, it's a terrible story, but I remember driving to Lowe's back when I used to go to Lowe's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you know I'm a Home Depot guy. And you and your sister were in the back seat, and your mom was in the front seat, and I'm driving. And it was when like the radio still played music, and Birthday Sex came on. And I never listened to that song, paid any attention. And then there's your sister at like 4 years old singing it. And then that's when I heard it.
Because it's on the radio.
Yeah. Like, and she's in the back seat like, birthday sex. And I was like, what did you just say? And she's looking at me like, birthday sex? And I'm like, this song's called Birthday Sex? So then I'm like, wait. But then I listened to it and was like, oh, this is a banger.
Oh, you like that song?
Yeah, then I liked it. Yeah.
I don't, maybe because I remember when that came out and I was just like, oh my God.
Well, how old were you? 11?
I was like 9, 10.
Yeah.
But I was just like, so maybe I still associate with that.
Probably, yeah.
I'm like, why are they playing this on the radio? Because I'll be there and just in the car like, what the?
Girl, you know I...
Yeah,
hey.
why are they playing this?
I remember I went to work and I was like, Jack, my boy Jackie, I was like, Jack, I said, every year, you know they drop a banger. I said, this year was such and such, that year was such and such. And I said, what do you think this year's banger is? Like, what do you think the slow jam is? And he went, real talk? I think it's that Birthday Sex. I was like, right? And he said that his name was
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. He's like, Jeremiah, that Birthday Sex. I was like, right? I was like, that shit's a banger. Yeah. I don't care if I call Dave right now and say, Dave, all-time favorite slow jam ever. He'd be like, without hesitation, Dave would be like, Soul Sister by Bilal. That's what he would say. I know it. He'd be like, Soul Sister by Bilal. I'd be like, okay. But yeah, Cupid by 112.
I don't know that one.
I'll play that for you. Hey. I start playing these slow songs for you. Oh, there's a lot A lot of mojo in these. You gotta be careful. You gotta use his powers for good. I'm telling you. Cupid by 112, bud. Phew. I used to cut.
I've never
You've never heard Cupid. I have failed you.
Maybe,
Look,
I mean,
look, oh my gosh.
like, just hearing the title, I don't know.
Oh, you'll like just the intro. Just that. This is going to be the song you picked this week. Seriously, I wish your mom was down here. I'd play it and she would just be like, "Oh, this is the shit." I'd be like, "Right." Like I remember I cut Tom's hair one time. This is back like when I was living with your grandparents, and Tom would come over and I cut his hair in my room. And I had this on CD single, and Tom put this shit on repeat. And it takes like 20 minutes to cut someone's hair, so I had to listen to it like 5 times.
Yeah, but you just kept playing.
He was like, "Gotta hear that Cupid," and then he would argue with me. He'd be like, "I know Babyface produced this." I'm like, "Babyface did not produce Cupid." He'd be like, "It just sounds like a Babyface song." I'm like, "Well, it's not, Tom. It's not." Yeah, Cupid's the truth. Yeah, Cupid.
One song.
All right.
Lotus Flower Bomb.
Oh, yes.
I know you like that one.
Yes.
I know you like that
He's
one.
like, Lotus Flower Bomb. Firefly.
I remember that came.
Yeah.
You kept playing that
Yeah,
song.
the way that opens. Yeah. And that's Miguel and
Yeah.
Wale. Miguel's good.
He is.
He's good, man. So, yeah, Lotus Flower Bomb is a real good one. Real good. Yeah. did you see my story the other day on Instagram when I posted a song from Justice League?
Oh, yeah.
But if you just saw all the songs I deleted, because I was driving home from work and I was just like listening to all these different types of songs, and I just was like, I can't put all these on my story. People will think something's wrong with me.
You were going to put multiple.
Oh yeah, I kept every song I listened to, I would add it to my story, and then by the time I got home, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? So I started deleting them. Like I was like, oh my god, like people would be like, what is going on with him?
You can't spam.
But, yeah, it was
one song.
Well, this is the thing.
A week
What
to
is-
get people's attention.
I never listen to music when I drive. I listen to podcasts. So that night, I don't know why I wanted to. Oh, because when I was the last hour of work, I always play music because I'm sick of listening to my coworker talk. This is just the truth. So I literally the last 2 hour to 2 hours, I'll start playing music.
Okay.
And that song came on, and I was like, "Fuck, man, this is a good song."
Yeah.
I was like, "It's like poetry." And it just like stuck in my head. So as soon as I got in the car, I wanted to like listen to it. So I listened to it while my car warmed up. Then I listened to it again, and then I just started like going through my songs. I have one playlist that just says mood. That's all. It's just that's what it's called. It's mood. And
That's
so it'll be like,
Would you do that?
yeah, I have one that's called Gains too. But anyway,
I actually thought I needed to make one of those.
yeah. But your playlist is righteous. That playlist you sent me is pretty righteous. But yeah, that Siren song, like, I like it, and I'm like, man, I really want people, because like when I listen to the music with your mom never listens. like I'll be like, babe, listen to this song, and like as I'm listening, I'll see your mother like playing with the dog and like doing stuff, and I'm just like, I just want people to like listen. If I'm like, listen to this, I really want you to listen. I want you to hear what they're saying, because I'm not talking about the beat, I'm talking about the lyrics, But that's just me, I guess. Sorry. Little rant right there. But so yeah, that Siren song, yeah, it's pretty deep.
Yeah. I've been listening recently again. I took a long gap from Bryson Tiller. I was like 16. I heavily listened to him. And then I just kind of didn't. And then, but all of a sudden this week I started playing him again. I don't know why.
But every Bryson Tiller song you ever played for me, I was like, yo, that's
He's pretty decent.
Well, you heard his song with her, right?
Yeah, that's what got me back. I
That's
just
a good
heard
song.
that recently.
That's a good song.
And it is. And that's why I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna listen to him again. 'Cause
Yeah.
I took a lot. Like I just stopped listening to him.
Yeah,
altogether.
you put me on every song of hers I think I heard, except the
Yeah,
one with him and her.
but no, I took a long gap, like literally
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
good.
didn't really listen to him.
Remember
He
his,
made a Christmas album last year.
Shut up. I think you told me that. That's
But
crazy.
It's actually kind of nice. He has a song with his daughter on it. It's
Oh,
kind of
that's dope.
sweet.
That's
But
dope.
it's actually catchy. It's actually, yeah,
That's dope.
not a bad Christmas album.
Well, I remember his verse on DJ Khaled's Wild.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
a good
kills
one,
that
too.
when he says Bobby Boo shade,
Yeah.
baby. I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good one, too.
Okay. Hey, well, speaking of rap artists, I guess I have to. There's some things I have to say.
This is one of the reasons why we took on Hiatus. It's like when you get your publicity team, you had to think of a statement.
I don't know what to say right now. I don't know how to say this. And I ain't gonna lie, part of me is still hopeful that he can turn it around.
On his deathbed.
Like I'm hoping that like it comes out and he's like, "Yo, it was all
The
a hoax."
Illuminati got me.
Or the Illuminati, like something like crazy comes out
Yeah.
where like he really was like speaking truth. But for all intents and purposes, the way things are looking right now, Kanye West is fucking crazy.
Southern pop's culture is not an ally.
We're no longer allies of Kanye West. He's let me down.
Sad day.
I swear to God, Tony Ann, if you text me, I don't even know. I'll be there. I'll show up the next day. It takes a lot for me to get to this point. Yay. Yeah, yay, as
Yay.
he's now known.
Yay.
Which is, you know, first
Mr.
time.
West. Mr. West.
Mr. West. Shut up. That motherfucker went so crazy. I don't even know where to start.
He's been
man.
crazy, but
He's
like,
been, but I liked it. Because we go, he's a genius. But now we can't say that.
no,
now we're
yeah,
just
you're
like,
man.
I'm like, yeah, we were talking reckless. You know, like you started talking about the Jews, and I was like, Kanye,
Wearing
no.
All Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah, wearing All Lives Matters. They started
What's
talking
her
about
face?
George Floyd. I'm just like, dude, like, do you like? And I keep checking his net worth. You know that, right? I keep
Yeah.
checking it because he keeps losing deals, and I'm like, Kanye, there is like your net worth, and then actually how much cash you have, and they're not the same thing. You can be worth billions of dollars.
I'm
and
sure
only
he has a very large account.
Well, I'm just saying, this motherfucker keeps losing business deals left and right because he keeps acting like an ass, which I don't feel bad for him. I just keep thinking we're going to hear like real soon that something happened because he's just like, I don't know. And if it really is just a mental health thing, come on, whoever's close to this man, help him out. Like, he's just out here just like I'm like, if it was a gag, like,
this happens I mean, this has been happening this whole year with
Yeah.
like the Pete Davidson stuff. But him acting crazy, it's like, you know, it's like every 16 months.
dude, it's buddy, and my one friend who I can't say his name, he said to me, like, when Pete was dating Kim Kardashian, he said, what do you think of the idea that Pete Davidson is actually hired by like the powers that be to like be like the buffer between these famous women and their breakups? He's like, because it keeps happening. And I was like, it does.
Maybe,
like, I'm like,
maybe
Pete
he just has that
Davidson
game.
has dated like 4 like famous women fresh off of breakups. Like, he's outkicked his coverage more times than like anybody. Like,
has.
like, dude, you're Pete Davidson. Like, come on, man.
It's like,
I mean, and he's not that funny, bud. He's not that funny.
I'm a fan.
Bud, he ain't Dave Chappelle.
He's so funny though.
He's funny, but
Like, you know, a woman just got, you know, done with a messy breakup. Probably made him laugh a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sweet.
yeah, dude,
Oh,
yeah, I seen it.
You know.
I seen it. I done seen it before. I'll see it again. You're right.
And he's a nice guy.
He makes me laugh. I just want to laugh right now.
He's a fun time.
Yeah, women. Yeah, no, guys don't say that dumb shit. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
They don't though, but guys don't say that. That's like 100% a woman thing. He just makes me laugh. Guys are like, did I just break up with somebody? Oh.
No, they're like, why me?
Yeah.
I loved her.
I loved her. No. Yeah. So yeah, Kanye. Yay. Would you say Mr. West? Yeah, I don't even know where to start with that dude.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, no, but I'm at a point right now where I'm skipping his music when it comes.
Really?
Yeah.
I still listen to his music.
Yeah, I'm skipping. The only one I can't.
It doesn't hit the same. I'll admit.
I can't skip. Lost Souls. I can't skip
I
that
haven't heard that in a while.
because that still just actually kind of speaks to his circumstance. But a lot of the other stuff I have to just I can't mess.
Run
with.
Away. I still listen to that.
Yeah, that's a good story. Or The Runway. Yeah, that's an inside joke, folks. I misheard the title of that song once.
The songs too.
Yeah, he just. It's crazy. It's crazy in this day and age though. You watch we build these people up and we watch them just melt down. And then you realize how alone they must be because there's no one. But then again,
30 years from now, that biopic gonna be pretty good.
oh, I'd say I'll be like, I remember that shit. We'll find
Yeah.
out something crazy. Like
Yeah.
his dad was like, I don't know. We'll find out something crazy.
Yeah.
But
Great movie. That's gonna be a great
I
movie.
mean, not Dave
3
Chappelle. Joe
hours.
Rogan called it. It's still gonna be Jamie Foxx. But we gotta get Jamie Foxx. We're like, Jamie Foxx, 85 years old.
Yeah.
They'll be like, who else we got?
He plays himself too
Yeah,
when he's
yeah.
making the Gold
They'll
Digger
be like,
song.
they're like, yeah, he gonna play both parts. Shut up, bud. Oh my god.
She
He'll be
take
like,
money.
He'll be like, I can do it. He's like, he can do it. He's
Yeah,
Jamie
he can
Foxx.
barely talk. He's
Yeah.
like,
85-year-old Jamie Foxx. He's gonna play himself and Kanye West in a remake, in a biopic of Kanye West's life. It's gonna be called.
graduation. I don't even know. I don't even know what it would be called.
It's gonna be called Mr. West. I don't even know. It would get my money though. I told you how Chet told me that Chessa watches Elvis like all the time.
Really?
He's like, you see Elvis? And I was like, yeah. He's
He
like,
didn't tell me that.
I was like, yeah, it's good. He's like, man. He's like, Chessa watches it like all the
That's
time.
funny.
He's like every
Really?
day. And I was like,
What?
Elvis.
Why?
And he was like, yeah. And I was just like, that's interesting.
That
like,
is
like,
an interesting.
That's really interesting. I'm like,
choice.
because that's not like, she's
Is that-
11. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Is that because of
I don't know.
Austin Butler?
I don't know. So I saw her and I said, Chessa, heard you like Elvis. And she said, yeah. I said, don't you think it was sad? And she was like, no. I was like, you watch it every day? But yeah, I was just like, wow, she watches Elvis every day.
Yeah.
I just would wonder. I wonder what her takeaway is, like why she watched it. What it is
yeah.
about the movie that she's so into. Because, man, it's a heavy movie.
It
It's heavy.
It is.
I told her about my favorite scene. She just looked at me. It was funny.
What was your favorite scene?
When Priscilla gets in the car with him, and she reaches out to touch his face, and then she catches herself, and she takes his hand instead, like a friend. And I was just like, that's deep. Like whatever, bud.
No,
But
I was just thinking. I was
yeah,
like,
of the scene.
I was just thinking of that scene.
I was like, that's deep because that's when she knew she couldn't do it. Like she had
Yeah.
to keep her boundaries. And if you think about it, the fact that she was like, probably the only person that actually cared about him,
Yeah.
and she couldn't even touch his face for her own sake. That man was alone. He was alone.
Yeah.
But still a good movie. I hope they don't forget it come Oscar season.
No, they won't.
Can we talk about House of Dragon for a second? Just because we saw one of the dopest scenes, I think, in TV history when the king came back to sit on the throne. one
Oh,
last time.
yeah.
Fuck. I don't know if anybody
House
out
of
there-
Dragon's been probably my pick for the best show this year to come
Yeah.
out.
Sorry, Amazon Prime and your Lord of the Rings show
Rings
that
of Power.
five people were watching. I tried. It's so boring.
I heard
I
it's
was like,
boring.
this
I
show
heard it's boring.
looks so good, and I can't stay awake.
Yeah, like it looks like art.
It was like a beautiful woman that has nothing to say. Like I can only
You're
look
like,
at you for so
yeah.
long.
You're like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Hey, you fell asleep. Oh, did I? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Where were you? Ring of Power.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny, man. I tried, bud. But House of the Dragon, or as I call it, House of Dragons, which is what it should be
No,
called.
House of the
I know it's House of the
Dragon.
House of the
How
Dragon,
dare you.
but House of Dragons. That's what I call it. House of Dragons. So
But Hot D is what the
Hot D.
yeah.
Hot D.
That's the acronym.
Oh yeah, Hot D.
That's
Hot
what,
D,
yeah.
baby.
Hot D, great
Yeah,
show.
Great show. And when the king shows up for his final,
Episode 8.
the penultimate episode.
That was a great scene.
I mean, I was up there with Aragorn and Lord of the Rings when he busts open the door, like, he shows up and you're like, oh shit. But but you knew it was coming.
You hear the doors open, heads turn. Then
Yeah.
You hear, like,
Oh.
King Viserys.
I told your Uncle Doug, I said, this episode should be called Don't Fuck With My Baby. I told you not to fuck with my baby.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
they messed with his daughter. He was like, what? Nah, I don't want that milk of the puppy today. Like, as soon as he didn't take it,
Yeah,
and the dude
that's-
kept trying to give it to him, he was like, I told you.
Yeah, he's like, I want to have dinner.
Yeah.
It's morning.
yeah.
He's like, tonight.
Tonight. I was like,
Oh.
oh,
No
yeah.
milk in the puppy.
Yeah, I was like, you missed that. Should have given it to him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, before he woke up. And like, oh, here, dog. He was like, wait a second. I'm sober.
Yeah.
I'm sober. Wait a second. All right, I got some shit I got to handle.
He was
Yeah.
beat down.
You told me that was
Still
unscripted,
walked,
though,
though.
right? When Damon helped him?
People were saying it was unscripted when the crown fell.
I
And
believe
Damon picked it up. I don't know. It's a good publicity statement.
It don't matter. It was
It's
dope.
too good of a moment to be unscripted.
He got to that fucking throne. he was like, "Who's talking shit?"
Yeah.
Like basically,
he was like,
"Who got something to say about
He
my
was like,
daughter?"
"What's the problem?"
Yeah, what the problem is? Yeah, they were like,
Nothing.
not. He got something to say. And then he went to the police and I'll cut his fucking.
Yeah, he stood up.
He stood up, pulled the knife out. And I was like, you can't even stand.
Yeah, but
And you gonna
he
cut somebody's
I
tongue.
believed he was gonna walk over
I was like,
and have him hold him down
I
and
said,
cut
I'd
out his
take your
tongue.
tongue. I said, he said he'll take his tongue.
I know.
I wish I could give threats like that. Imagine living in a time where people say crazy stuff
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'll take your tongue.
I'll take your tongue. Oh.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Like, oh, shit.
Now it's like,
Now it's just shut the fuck up.
no. It's like, yeah, you're gonna go in jail for
Yeah.
like something's wrong with you. You said you were taking.
I'll
your
take your tongue. Ooh. And then Damon was like, whoop.
Yeah, great episode.
That dude, beast mode. Yeah, I'm happy with the show. You know.
Yeah, it brought back a Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah. They were like, we could probably do a reboot. We could reboot that last season.
I'm just saying, okay, reboot. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. What they should do, in my opinion, bring back the actors. Just animate it.
Wow.
Just animate it.
I
Have all
watched
the
that,
same
yeah.
voice actors.
Yeah.
But it would be
That's not a
a
bad
lot
idea.
cheaper.
Yeah, I'd watch
It
that.
cost, yeah.
They'd be like, this is canon. That's all you got to say.
Yeah,
That's all you got to say to make it canon. This is canon. Okay,
Yeah.
it's canon.
This is canon plus
Yeah.
you recognize the voices.
Yeah. I would watch that.
I don't know. Not everyone likes cartoons. So.
Well, they would if it was Game of Thrones on HBO.
On
With the
HBO,
voice actors,
with
it
the voice
would be a
actors.
hit. Especially after this House of Dragons reminded us of how much we love Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
it was like, oh,
yeah.
I do love this shit.
It was like, oh, it's been a couple years.
Yeah,
But you got me back.
But damn it, why can't I quit you?
Yeah.
Why can't I quit you?
What is that from?
Brokeback Yes.
That is what it's like.
Yes. Meanwhile, I remember season one. Season one ended. I got two texts, not like simultaneously, but I got a text one day and I got a text another day. One was from your Uncle Chris.
Season 1 of
Game
Game
of
of Thrones. Okay.
Yeah, your Uncle Chris Martin. He texted me as only he can. Dragons, nigga. Dragons.
Oh, you did tell me that.
And he was like, geeked.
Yeah.
Your Uncle Jason texted me, dragons. Really? Dragons? I was like, oh, here we fucking go. So he was off for a while. He
Yeah,
like
too.
wasn't feeling it
Yeah.
because it was dragons. But then he got back on, because it's funny because like that fantasy. But meanwhile, I was like, bro, the whole season was leading.
They
It was
foreshadowed it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he gave her dragon.
They
egg.
mention you.
Yeah.
They mention the might of the dragon. They
Yeah.
show the skulls.
Yeah, that dragons were a thing.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
that's
like,
how they had their power.
Yeah, she had
Soon
dragon
as you
eggs.
see the dragons hatch, you're like,
Yeah.
that's a wrap.
Yeah, and well, you know what's funny is that what I realized from watching this one is that somewhere in this series we'll see how all the lore was lost because Dany didn't know she could hatch those eggs. Remember, they gave her the eggs,
yeah.
and they said they're petrified dragon eggs. But what we're seeing in this show is that there's a process to hatching them. You don't just hatch dragon
Yeah.
eggs. Like if you take them, there's a process for
you have
hatching
to-
them.
you have to
Yeah,
keep
they
them
don't
in,
just
like a heating
hatch.
chamber and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, and even like how they have trainers, like they
Yeah.
can, like you see, there are people who aren't
I think-
Targaryen
I
that
think
know how to handle.
Why
the
that
dra-
was lost was, what's his name? Baratheon came in, just cut everyone.
well by the time the Mad King was in place, there were no dragons.
Did all the
Yeah.
dragons die? With
Not all
House
the
of
dragons die in House of Dragons, but by the
I feel
time,
like a lot did.
yeah, a lot of them die, and by the time the Mad King took over, they said the dragons were like the size of house
Yeah,
cats.
I did see that because
Yeah,
they keep
they
them
get
locked
smaller.
up.
They keep them locked up so they can't grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Drogon was bigger than his brothers because he flew free. Daenerys
Dragon.
Drogon.
I heard he's as big as Daemon's dragon.
No, did you see the video? There's a video
I
out
didn't
telling
see
you the
it.
dragon sizes. The dragons that Damien and them fly shit all over her.
Really, I feel like they
No.
said Drogon.
Mm-mm. But
I just read Drogon was
no.
I just read
Alright.
Drogon. Even though he's so young, he was like gonna be as big as the old one now because he was so young.
No, that's
and
the
as big as
largest
he
living
was.
dragon, and he's only and the
No,
one.
but what I'm saying is Drogon for as big as he was and how young he was gonna be.
He was
that
going
big.
to be big.
He was gonna be that big.
Or maybe he ended up that big, but at the time of her death, he was nowhere near what Valerian's dragon. Valerian, right? That's his
I
name.
forget the name. They all.
And the one Valerian the Black, the one that
the biggest one.
the biggest one that ever lived. There's actually one bigger than him.
Really? I didn't see
He's
that.
a wild dragon. He's a cannibal.
Oh.
He's in the book. He ate dragons. Yeah, he ate other dragons. He was as big. He was bigger, but like not. It'd be like saying like Richard's bigger than me. Like Richard is bigger than me, but it's not like some. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, Richard's so much bigger than your dad. Like that's like this cannibal dragon was bigger than Valerian, but not by like enough where it was like. But they were both ginormous. But that cannibal one, that's what they called him, the cannibal. He ate other dragons, and he was wild. I mean, I don't know how many dragons they're going to introduce, but there's a lot. There's like 20 or so they can introduce.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where are they coming from? They only have like 6 right now.
Well, you see, they keep hatching, and
but it takes forever to go.
Yeah, it takes them a while. But I mean, this is according to the book too. So, you know, in that video I watched, with they showed all the different dragons that are from that book. Like, because there are some dragons that are.
Aegon served as king for 2 years, so they got 2 years.
Yeah. Well, with the time skips
for this, for these characters, which I heard, this could be 4 seasons.
I mean, it's going to be.
George R. R. Martin said
you can get 2 more seasons out of him being king, and then 1 more season. I don't know what happens after that, in my opinion.
Okay, so that would be 4.
That'd be 4 seasons, and George R. R. Martin still isn't going to finish the next book. So
people are thinking there's like 2 theories. Like he has it done already, and he's just waiting for him to die, and then they release it. And it's like, you know, whoa, this is his book, like his last book. Or he's scared of he does not have it done. He's scared, and it's just gonna go unfinished.
Well, and then there's a theory that he saw how much people hated the end of Game of Thrones and was like, oh shit. So
yeah, maybe that's the same thing.
Oh wow. Want to hear a quote from your Uncle Chat and Uncle Doug? They just text me. And then I'm going to say something about Game of Thrones. Did either of you watch Morbius? This is from your Uncle Chat. This is like just now. Your Uncle Doug. Nah, how is it? Your Uncle Chat.
Stop.
It's okay. I'm done. It's okay. He'll be so bad. I don't care. It's okay. It starts better than it ends, but it's a decent one-time. It's a decent one-time watch.
Oh, okay.
And Doug says that's the best review I've heard of it. I'll take that.
That was smart. I thought you were gonna be like, he was like, it's dope.
Nah. When I was arguing with Josh about going to see Black Adam, I was like, you already made me go see Morbius. And he was like, and you liked it. I was like, it was alright. It's like, damn it.
The memes make me want to watch that movie.
That movie's the truth. It's not horrible, but like literally like the fact that Damon's in it from Game of Thrones is just crazy.
Good year for him.
Yeah. Like, but if you like literally, if like you were literally like hungover, like let's say you go out for your birthday and you come home and you got like your bacon, egg, and cheese, like go up in your room, eat your sandwich, get under your blankets, and watch Morbius. like keep your blinds closed and just lay there like I'm watching Morbius. Like that's a good day to watch Morbius, because otherwise, I wouldn't. I told your mom the other day I just wish we had one day to like get a bunch of blankets and like lay on the couch and watch movies and eat all day and just like nap and eat. I'd be like, that'd be great. But
I can't watch more than one movie in a day.
Really?
Yeah. After that, each one just feels longer and longer to me.
Well, check me when you're like a father of 2 and they're at their grandparents for like the New Year's. And you'll be like, we're not doing nothing today. That one year you went up to your grandma's up in Erie.
I hated that.
Well, we didn't.
I remember that.
Really?
I dreaded that, and I still do. I'm sorry.
How bad could it have been, bud? Oh my gosh.
Dad,
it was that bad?
Dad,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know how small that cottage is.
I know.
I was 10.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying internet. I wasn't using.
No,
the only thing I had was a
bored.
computer. There's nothing for me to do.
Yeah,
no toys. I couldn't go outside.
It was winter. Oh my
outside.
gosh, it was probably 70
There's no room to play if I had toys.
Who are you watching?
Fox News.
Shut up. Nuh-uh. Shut up. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
They had you watching Fox News.
No, they would put on. They would let me watch whatever. But I remember going to bed with Fox News on and waking up with Fox News on, and them talking about what do we call this decade.
Oh my gosh! Shut up.
I remember that vividly, and I was like,
Oh my gosh!
I was like, worst New Year's ever.
Ever. Do you remember when your grandma? You weren't there. I think your sister was up there. When your grandma had the fire stick that was jailbroken.
Yes.
And she couldn't. Were you there?
No, I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember predating this. Them talking about their fire stick, and
Yeah.
I like looked at Seth, and I was like, "This is jailbroken."
It's jailbroken. Yeah.
I was like, because they were talking about like watching all these movies and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, what? How'd they get this?"
I hope everyone out there knows what a jailbroken fire stick is. It's when somebody like rigs it up and you can watch movies for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not that I've ever done that, but I'm just saying. So yeah, your grandma. When she called the cable guy,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't work, I was like,
Because that's who sold it to
yeah,
them.
no, but
No. That was like his side hustle.
oh wow,
That was
that's so funny. I was like, you're about to like be responsible for like a series of events where like all these people get in trouble
and was yelling at them.
Yes, like the cable
Because
guy.
it wasn't working.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
I'm pretty sure it's the cable guy that sold. Because I remember, like, who gave you? Because my whole thing was, how'd you get this?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so funny. So funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
It is very funny.
But that was the New Year's when you were up there. Was the New Year's we got your mom went out.
Oh,
we got
yeah,
in a
you
fight.
fight. Yeah.
And yeah, people trying to come at us. We had to let them know. And but the next day, I'm telling you, but when I say me and your mom laid around and watched movies and ate sauerkraut and pork and mashed potatoes all day, it was amazing. It was like so like I mean, I probably the last time I took a bath was, you know, I don't bath, I shower, but I took a bath that day. Your mom ran me a bath with chamomile. I'll never
told
forget
me,
it, but it
yeah.
was amazing. I was like, man, baths are kind of where it's at. Like, when was the last time you took a bath?
I don't know.
Yeah, like you used to soak when you were running track, but
I wasn't bathing.
Yeah.
I just sit
oh
in
man,
asphalt. Not
Yeah.
asphalt. Epsom.
Epsom salt.
Epsom salt.
you're
That's because I think about this. I had super bad shins. I probably had
You
a
did.
fracture.
Oh, okay. A stress fracture?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably did.
I don't know because you don't really tell us how bad things are.
I
said it hurt.
did.
We got you
No,
stuff.
I was like, I would run,
Yeah.
and after I'd have to sit on the couch for at least 30 minutes and not move.
Yeah.
My shins are in that bad of pain.
Man.
Worst like running pain ever.
You
I
could
think
probably kick a tree now though. Be all right. You think?
Hmm?
Think you could kick a tree like Muay Thai fighter?
I don't know.
Like,
I think it was just like growing pains mixed with like me gaining weight.
that was the year you.
I gained 20 pounds.
You gained 20 pounds. It was crazy. You gained 20 pounds. You didn't get any faster.
No.
And then Nick
Sophomore
did.
slump.
Yeah,
That
sophomore.
was
It
my
literally was.
sophomore slump.
Your freshman year was so insane because you were so fast and no one knew you were fast. So watching
Freshman.
your freshman year, yeah. So watching that unfold for me on the sidelines was like, this is crazy. Like, and then your sophomore year came with all these expectations. You were 20 pounds heavier. Yeah.
Yeah. Natural. Don't
Yeah.
think I was chubby. I just
No, you worked.
No, I'm talking
You
to
worked
the
out.
people.
Yeah, you worked out.
I was
You bulked up.
I was underweight.
Yeah, you were
I was
still actually. You were still
severe
pretty
underweight.
light. Yeah.
I was still underweight.
Yeah. Yeah. And but you didn't get any faster. You
I
didn't get
didn't-
slower.
I
You just didn't get any faster.
I was sophomore
Like you ran. Yeah.
slump.
Yeah. You were sick about it because Nick got fast.
Yeah.
But then Nick was only fast that 1 year.
Yeah.
And then your junior year, your speed came back.
Came back.
Yeah. Yeah. You adjusted. Your body adjusted to the weight.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it was. Like your body had to get used to.
Yeah.
Like it was like a combination of things.
No
that
more,
had to, like.
no more shin splints.
Yeah. But that year, remember we had like a rumble roller. We had the thing for you to stretch. We had
It was
Epsom salt.
that it hurt so
Yeah,
bad.
it was
Like
crazy.
I would lay on the couch and not move for 30 minutes.
That was so nuts.
because it
I
would
remember,
hurt
yeah.
so bad.
Man, I used to love watching you
Yeah.
run. Though I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
I miss it sometimes.
Do you?
I don't miss the nerves. I would get so nervous. Like
Yeah.
I would barely be able to eat.
Yeah.
Just think,
Really?
because I was ever since sophomore year, I was like,
Oh.
just don't look bad.
Just don't.
That's all I'd think. Was just don't look bad.
I used to watch.
I
I
get
used to
so
love like
nervous.
relays when you were get the baton, but you were behind. Because I would love watching you close on people. It would be like, he's about to crush this dude. I remember the one time you and Evan ran the 800 meter together. And I forget what race it was.
I don't even remember this.
It was at home. It was either the 800 or 8, but just very rarely did relays together. It was like rare that you and him would both be like in a relay together.
Senior year.
Yeah,
all the time.
And I said Evan, and he's a funny kid because I was like, I used to cut his hair, and I said, you about to roll on these motherfuckers, which I shouldn't say to a kid.
Yeah, he was probably like 15.
Yeah, and he went hell
16.
yeah. He was like hell yeah. I was like, get him. I was yeah. I'm on tape. We were about to run, and I was like, get somebody. And Kira was standing next to me. You hear, go get somebody. And I was like, fucking Kira.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
I was just getting I wish I didn't get as nervous as I did. I would have enjoyed it more. Yeah, because I wouldn't even talk.
Yeah,
I would just be like thinking about it the whole time.
I used to watch
like,
your
sick to my
warm-ups were the
stomach.
worst though, but I used to watch you do your
college was
warm-up.
better. College, I would actually like
warm up.
Actually warm up. I
I'd be
hated
like,
stretching.
Look at this fool.
I
Yeah, you
hated-
hated it. You were lazy. I mean, look at this fool. I'm like, he'll run fucking 3 miles in 10 minutes, but he won't bend over and touch his toes.
Yeah.
I was like, what's wrong with him?
No, college. I actually took it stretching serious. I took stretching serious.
So funny.
Gotta take care of your body.
Yeah. They were good times, man. It was a joy. And hell, when your sister just out of nowhere decided that she wanted to run and got good, I was like, what is happening right now? I was a joy. You know,
Took years of
talking
sense.
Yeah, and then one day she was like,
Her-
maybe I'll try this thing. And, hey, she ended up being decent. You know? So yeah, it was a joy of mine watching you guys do stuff. But anyways,
Anyway,
I guess we're wrapping up.
yeah,
It's good to be back.
yeah, it felt good.
Yeah. Touched on a culture. Hey, how about a class? A class ahead of mine had a reunion recently.
Oh wow,
But I'm 47. That's all I'm saying. I looked at that picture and was like, wow. Bunch of old people.
did they?
But they
old?
look like their parents. It was crazy. Like, I was like, man.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing against them, but I was just like, man, like, where does the time go? You know, then I think my class, we've never had an official reunion. Like, like all the bells and whistles. We had a couple of smaller ones. We had like a 13-year one at the park one time. It was nice seeing people. You
I
know?
was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you realized like what it was, what year it was.
Looking back on
Yeah.
it, yeah.
So, and I mean, even that, but I mean, now like I'm coming up on 30 years out of high school, and it's like, I look at the picture, bud, and like everybody looks like, somebody's parent or somebody's boss.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, man, like, but I guess that's life, right?
I guess so.
You know?
I can't imagine
What by the time it's
30
you,
years.
30 years, but it goes fast. No, that's a lie. It goes fast. No, it didn't. 30 years didn't go fast.
Yeah.
10 went fast. 15, 20.
Shoot, it'll be 5 this year.
Yeah,
For me.
those ones go fast, and then it kind of just like mellows out, you know. The like 25 to 30 didn't feel any different, so I'm sure 35 to 40 won't feel much different. But yeah, these first few, you'll be like, what the hell? Like, think about it. You're 23.
I know.
5 years from now, you'll be 28. At 28, you know, I was married with children.
That ain't gonna be me.
Ain't gonna be you. A career first. God bless the woman you bring home. I'll be like, man, you cook? I'll be like, you cook great. Like, you good with, like, you know,
Chicken rice broccoli.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can
like, that's
do
all
that.
he needs. Yeah, that's the same. She'll be calling your mom like, what should I make him? Your mom will be like, make him chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Or sloppy Joe.
And sloppy Joe. He'll love you forever. You'll be like, Dad, I think I found the one. I'll be like, she made you dinner. What'd she make? You'll be like, chicken. I'll be like, okay. You'll be like, rice. I'll be like, okay. Broccoli. I'll be like, oh, wow, amazing, bud. But hey, that's you. Your sister will be like, what'd he do? She'll be like, well,
like, it's what he didn't do. And
yeah,
then I yelled
it's
at
not what he did.
Then
Yeah,
I yelled at him, and then he did it.
Yeah, so he lassoed the moon and he pulled it down to the earth for me, and put it on a ring and gave it to me. And I wasn't sure if I wanted it because it wasn't rare enough.
Hold on.
So, spider dropping down.
There's a spider dropping down on your head.
Yeah, they do that. Thank you.
Yeah. At first I was like, is that a hair?
Yeah. But yeah, it's that time of year. The spiders are moving back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, so like I said, I hope everybody is as happy to have us back as we are to be back.
Yeah, sorry again for the hiatus.
Nah, it's life. It's
Yeah.
life. First taste of yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday to you as well.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to Mother.
Yes, it's coming up. Trey Double Ocho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween, folks. Maybe I should check out the Randoish podcast.
Yeah.
Because this time of year they do a lot of conversations about spooky stuff. That's what they call it, like spooky season.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure he'll
Cool.
do a top 10 list of slasher films, top 10
That'd be a
list
good
or
one.
whatever. Yeah, so check out the Randoish podcast if you have a chance.
All
You know,
right.
people.
Check us out on Instagram.
Yeah.
We might post,
We might not.
but it's worth checking out.
Yeah, just check it out and you'll see, you know.
At Sun and Pops Culture.
Yeah. And I'm Pops and
And I'm Sun, and until next time.
peace.